Hey, Robin Robbins here, founder of technologymarketingtoolkit.com, where we specialize in working with VARs, MSPs, IT service companies. You guys get it. You're one of them. You know who you are. We help you get more and better quality clients. And one of the frustrations my clients constantly have, and they complain to me about, and they come to me for solutions for and answers for, is they get in front of a perfectly good prospect, somebody who has a need, who really does need what they're selling, who should buy, has no reason not to buy, yet that prospect will stubbornly say, I don't think I need that, or the price is too high, or they think it's frivolous, oh, this cybersecurity stuff, it's not going to happen to me, or, that's too much money to spend on IT, whatever it is. And it drives them crazy. And I understand it, because you're sitting in front of somebody that you can help. They should buy what you're proposing. It's not that expensive, or at least it's not overpriced. I mean, you're not gouging them. And so it is incredibly frustrating when you're sitting in front of that prospect, someone you can help, and they're just not taking your advice. And so the question people come to me with is, how do you solve that? Like, what do you say in the sales meeting? Like, how do you overcome that objection? And here's the secret. If you want a big secret, the secret is you want to make sure that you're only sitting in front of, meaning selling to, prospects that are properly prepared to buy. And that is a function of marketing. And it involves not only how you are introduced, but also overcoming a lot of the objections and the reasons they have for not buying. And I've got a checklist here, which I'm going to share with you on all the reasons that people don't buy. And you think, well, great, what is that going to do for me? I already know why they don't buy. They tell me all the time, I don't want to spend the money, blah, blah, blah. But this is actually a little bit more sophisticated than that, because if you know the reasons why they're not buying, what you should be doing is then designing your marketing from the very first interaction all the way leading up to that appointment, so that you're killing those objections, that you're reframing their viewpoint on certain things, so that they are automatically more inclined to trust you, more inclined to buy. You see, if you try and do that in a sales meeting, it's not that it's not possible, but it's a lot harder to do. If you use marketing properly, you've got a pre-sold, pre-qualified prospect that is predisposed to doing business with you. So some of the things that your marketing needs to overcome is, one is they might not understand the value proposition that you're offering them. I mean, you might think it seems really obvious, but they might not understand that at all. Another thing, they might not believe it. So if you say, we're going to make you more profitable, and we're going to make you more productive in your office, and they might not really think that that's true or real. They might not believe that they are actually going to get hacked. So they kind of, there's a little bit of a skepticism there. Another thing could be that they just don't trust you. They think you're a salesperson. They think you're a little bit scary because you're an IT person and they don't understand IT. So there's a low trust factor, and a scared, uncertain prospect never buys. And so again, in your marketing, you want to overcome that so that they trust you, so that when you come in and talk to them, they're more willing to be open with you, and they believe what you're telling them before you even show up. So you're not having to try and convince them, do a lot of convincing in the sales meeting, because that's not really a good thing. Another reason why people don't buy is competition. They might think that a competitor has a better solution to you, and maybe they do, maybe they don't. Maybe that competitor just explained something better to them, or positioned it in a certain way that resonated with them, and they're dismissing you and they're not buying from you simply because they just don't understand. Another one could be that they're not emotionally involved or motivated sufficiently. So they're a little dissatisfied, or they're a little worried about, backups not backing up, and data being lost, and cyber threats and whatnot, but they're not sufficiently motivated. And again, this is just a short list. I've actually got a list of over 15 reasons here of why people don't buy. And it's not not the obvious things like they don't have the money, although that obviously is one. They might not have the ability to buy. It's not just willingness we're dealing with, but ability. But again, if you want a big secret to overcoming these sales objections, the key is to use marketing and positioning so that you're overcoming those before you even show up, so that you're positioned properly. They look at you as a trusted advisor. They're willing to take your advice. You've used you've used marketing, whether that's in videos or webinars or reports or websites, or any of this way of delivering content is delivered to them in advance, hopefully in advance, so that they are, again, properly prepared to buy. And again, this is something I'm going to go in depth in our upcoming boot camp. So if you're a client of mine, you've been notified, I'm sure, more than once about this. I'm actually going to be doing a double session. I'm going to be doing an advanced deep dive on the psychology and the structure and the science behind building marketing campaigns and pre-sales meeting materials so that you get better qualified prospects. Also, I'm going to be talking about how different marketing venues or media rather brings different kinds of leads. Just like a referral is going to be a more qualified, easier to close prospect than Facebook. That doesn't mean that Facebook's bad. It doesn't mean that SEO is bad or any pay-per-click or anything like that. But you got to know the source and how they're coming in, what they might be thinking about you, and what steps need to happen in order to get them to be qualified and ready to buy, because that's going to be a different process for a Facebook ad or an SEO or a pay-per-click ad versus a referral or someone that you met at a networking event, okay? So at Bootcamp, we're gonna go into a deep dive in that. And so if you wanna get better quality prospects who are predisposed to doing business with you, who aren't giving you stupid objections, or who are hiding things from you and being evasive and just being difficult, then this is a session you want to be. And besides, Bootcamp that's just one session. There's going to be over 63 different sessions and speakers and parties and fun and networking and the vendor hall and all these things that you want to participate in. So make sure you click on the link below this video or somewhere on this website and you get registered. The URL is robinsbigseminar.com. That's robinsbigseminar.com. We've got early bird discounts that are going to be ending on extreme early bird ending on February 14th. So make sure you get registered before then or you're going to pay more money, and you absolutely do not want to miss this event. It's going to be fantastic. So go ahead and click on the link below, get your butt registered, and I'll see you there so we can start working on our plans to get you better quality prospects. All right, thanks.